Hi, myself Mansoor and request to watching Mansoor's World YouTube channel. I'm going to tell about this channel. You can watch different content videos like how to get attorney in a car accident, compensated sexual acts, mail orders, brides, clickbait, misleading of design, bail bond services, call directories, forwarding and recording services, credit repair services, binary options, and personal loans. Please subscribe my channel. So 5 things to look for when choosing a car accident lawyer. Finding a reputable car accident lawyer to work with is more important than you might think. If you have recently been injured in a car accident, we will want a car accident lawyer who can represent your best interests, so you can focus on recovery. A good accidental lawyer will be able to make sure all the right paperwork is filled, provide general legal advice, determine an accurate settlement estimate, collect evidence to strengthen your personal injury case, negotiate with insurance adjusters, and represent you in court if necessary. To make sure you find a reputable car accident lawyer you can trust to handle your case to the best of their abilities, look for the following things when consulting with prospective lawyers. Clear communication. A good lawyer will make it easy for you to understand what they will do to help you with your case. They will provide you with clear information about their process, fees, values, and more. If you have any question, they should be direct and to the point. You should not leave their office with more questions than answers. If they are unable to provide clear insight into their practice during your initial conversation, there's a good chance you will have issue with communication further along the line if you hire them. The second thing is an engaged conversation. A good lawyer should be interested in your case. A lawyer that's not engaged will only put in the minimum amount of required effort. You can end up getting a smaller settlement than you could have gotten. Because of this, how can we tell if a lawyer is engaged? They should ask you many detailed questions about your case and what your legal goals are. And the third thing is willingness to provide references. Always ask a lawyer for a list of references you can contact and speak to. These references should speak to the reputation of the lawyer. Even if you don't contact their references, you can have confidence in the fact that they provided them to you. A lawyer that doesn't have references or would not provide you with any should be avoided. And the third thing is an organized office space. That is more required. The more organized their office looks, the more organized they probably like. Keep an eye on how their staff does their work and how if they have to shuffle through piles of papers in order to find what they are looking for while their staff struggles to handle incoming calls. They are probably not very organized, which doesn't reflect well on their ability to handle your case. And the fifth thing is experience. This is most important for every lawyer. Ask the lawyer about their experience. Make sure they have specified experience handling car accident cases. You will also want to be sure they have experience arguing cases in the court and have a winning track record. There are 5 things you should look for when matching with a car accident lawyer. We are confident that you will find all 5 of these things when you speak a car accident lawyer. How to find the right personal injury lawyer. Tips on finding and choosing the best attorney for you and your personal injury cases. Get the compensation you deserve. Did the injury occurs at work? A lawyer can handle your personal injury lawsuits, help you settle personal injury claim, and prepare your case for small claim courts on or arbitration. But you don't want to hire just any lawyer. You want an experienced personal injury lawyer you can trust. Method for finding the right personal injury lawyer and tips on choosing the right lawyer to represent you. Finding an experienced lawyer. The practice of law has become highly specialized. First task is to find a lawyer who has experience representing claimants called plaintiffs in a personal injury cases. You might not want to be represented by someone who has primarily been a lawyer for insurance companies, even if they have experienced. Such a lawyer may be too accustomed to taking the insurance company side and might not fight hard enough for your claim. On the other hand, as seasoned plaintiffs lawyers who has some experience on their side representing personal injury defendants or insurance companies can be a real asset. Finding a lawyer you want to be hiring is one thing, but that lawyer also has to want your case, and a lawyer could have several reasons for rejecting you as a client. Most personal injury lawyers work on contingency fees, PVCs. This arrangement means that the lawyer's fees is percentage of what you ultimately received in compensation, and if the amount you are likely to receive is small, most lawyers would not take on the claim. That because lawyers overhead, the cost of operating a law office is too high to make small cases economically worthwhile. However, even if your case is too small to have a lawyer take over the entire claim, you might still be able to hire the lawyer on the hourly basis to give you advice on particular parts of your claim. Even if your injuries are serious and your potential compensation is high, a lawyer might decline to take your case if the odds of winning full compensation are low for some reasons. For example, you might have been partially largely responsible for the accident, or it might be difficult to prove that someone else was at fault, or the person responsible for the accident might have little or no insurance coverage. Finally, a lawyer might refuse to take your perfectly good case for the same reason that you might not want to hire a perfectly good lawyer. The two of you might like each other or feel comfortable with each other. If your personality and the lawyer clash right away, the lawyer might simply decline the handling your claim is just worth it. You may already know a lawyer either personally or because the lawyer has represented you before in some legal matters. So when you consider hiring a lawyer to work on your personal injury claim, it may seem obvious to hire this person you already know. But this lawyer might have little no experience representing plaintiff's personal injury cases. If so, ask the lawyer to refer you to someone either in that lawyer office or elsewhere who might be a good fit. Lawyer commonly refers cases to one another, and almost let's have someone in their network who handle plaintiff's personal injury cases as with referral from friends or coworkers. However, do not simply take a lawyer. No matter how you initially connect with a candidate, it's best to sit down with the lawyer in person to discuss your claim. Bring copies of all the key documents you have concerning your claim, policies, reports, medical bills, income loss information, and all correspondence with the insurance company, including your demand letter if you have reached that stage. Most personal injury lawyers don't charge for an initial consultation. There are a few basic things to find out from the lawyer at the outset of your interview, and the general experience is most required as we think. Find out a little bit about the lawyer's background and experience if you are interested in where the lawyer went to school. Ask that. Although it's not an important experience in the real world, some other questions might be: how long has the lawyer been in practice? Roughly what percentage of the lawyer practice involve personal injury cases? Does the lawyer most often represent plaintiffs, claimants, or defendants, businesses, insurance companies? Does the lawyer have experience with the insurance company in your case, or even the particular insurance adjuster? In almost every law practice, lawyers work together on cases. Often, less experienced attorney and paralegal handle routine tasks. This can benefit you if work get done more quickly, and if you are paying by the hours. It's better for you not to have the more expensive senior lawyer handling routine paperwork. Asking to approach a case in a certain way when you first hire the lawyer does not mean that you are stuck in with that approach. As the case goes along, you are always free to ask the lawyer to change track. You may get tired of the whole process and want the lawyer to wrap things up as soon as possible, or the cost of taking your case through the lawsuit process may begin to eat up too much of your potential compensation. On the other hand, as the case goes along, it may seem too much of your potential compensation. On the other hand, as the case goes along, it may seem to you and your lawyer that the odds have improved of obtain a higher settlement than you originally anticipated, and so you are willing to have the lawyer fight longer and harder than you were initially. Thank you.